Hey guys, CharrChan here, and today's video I'm really excited because I've been waiting for these figures to release for ages, months and months and months, and they finally released and I ordered them and here they are. It is the Kyuuketsuki Sugu Shinu Ohiruneko More Plus figures. So excited to open these, so let's go and open them. Actually, I've already unboxed them, but I'm recording this intro after I filmed the video. Anyway, let's get to the video that I recorded a few days ago. So here we have the three Kyuuketsuki Sugu Shinu Ohiruneko More Plus figures. I've been waiting for these for so long, as I'm sure I said in the intro. I haven't actually filmed the intro yet, that's coming after I've unboxed them. Anyway, who should we start with? I think we will save Draluc till last, because he has been my most anticipated figure. We will do Ronaldo second. And we will start with Handa. So let's have a quick look-see at the sides of the box. Not too much to see different between each of the boxes, they're all about the same. The only difference between the boxes is obviously the front of it and any indication of which character is inside. Do I need a knife to get into these? Yes, I do. Oh, my knife's very blunt. I think I need to change the blade. Okay, we're in. We're in. I have been waiting for these for ages, months. I saw the listing go up on MFC and I checked it a lot, waiting for the update on, is it, oh no, we've got more tape on each side. There's more tape than I thought. But yes, as I was saying, I saw the listing for them on MFC and I was like, oh my gosh, I need those, and I've been waiting for months for them to come out and they're finally here. So inside we have some SEGA little information thingies and some bubble wrap. These are just prize figures and they are quite small, I think. It's kind of heavy. That's a lot of bubble wrap, but that's good. It means he's protected in the packet. Oh, it's a bubble wrap bag as well. He is quite weighty, actually. That's quite nice. And let's take him out of the little bag that he's in. Oh. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. These are, well, this one at least is actually quite nice quality. I wasn't expecting them to do all of the information, detail on the front of them, the stomach area, with all the clothing details, but that's really nice of them. The print on Handa's face is nice and crisp. Look at the little cat ears. Oh. The little cat tail as well. And SEGA's information there on his bum. So there's Handa. Next up we'll look at Ronaldo, and the box is exactly the same as Handa's box, except of course that it has Ronaldo on the front and indications to show that this is Ronaldo. I got this set on Buy for I think £15, about 20,000 yen. Ish, give or take. And then postage was another, it would have been about 25,000 yen, about £25-ish, give or take. But there was a discount code going on, so I got it for £10 postage, so a total of about £35 for the set for me. It was swings and roundabouts as to whether or not it would be cheap to order these in the UK. But I was really excited for them, so I was like, I'm just going to order them from Buy. And I did, and they got here. And there's Ronaldo. Take him out of his bubble wrap. And free him from the little baggie. And there's Ronaldo. Oh, he's so cute. I thought he had a paint defect, but no, Ronaldo has earrings. I had a moment of, oh no, a big paint defect, but no, it's just that he has earrings. I forgot. Well, just one earring. He's got one earring. He's only got one ear pierced. Anyway, Ronaldo is wearing his regular uniform with a bit of detail on the front there, the bottom, the tummy. There's a little plastic stringy. His little shoes are detailed. He's got the SEGA information on his bum. I am surprised they've actually shaded his hair as well. That's really nice of them. It doesn't look shaded on the promotional images, but I'm kind of glad they did shade it. It gives it a bit more definition on the finished product. Little cat ears, oh. And now we can unbox the final one, Draluc, who is out of focus. There we go. I was so excited, especially for Draluc and Ronaldo. I got Handa because I can't just not get Handa when it's a set of 3 that's released. And I mean, it was cheaper just to buy the set of 3 in the end, so I got all 3. I'm hoping that we're going to get more figures from the show since Season 2 is coming out. And there's been a few garage kits added to the database on MFC over the past few days, I think. So that's really exciting. You know, this is the second Sugu Shinu video we've had in like 2 weeks running. We've had Vampire Dies in No Time videos. Last week we looked at the Draluc Garage kit, so if you are looking at getting the Draluc Garage kit from Ichinichia, I have a video looking at all the parts of that. Anyway, enough self-promotion. Here's the main event for me, Draluc. Now let's get him out of his little bag. Careful not to damage him. And there he is! Oh, he looks so cute! He has a bit of a dirt mark on his forehead, which I should be able to rub off or something. And there's John, of course. You can't have a Draluc figure without John, in my opinion at least. And his little tummy there is nicely detailed. That's actually really nice. Draluc is my favourite character from the show. He's one of my favourite characters just in general as well. So when I saw this figure was announced, I was like, oh my gosh, I need him! And I was so excited for months and months and months. It was like something to look forward to. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get these. And I checked the listing religiously. I was maybe a little bit obsessed with checking the listing. Not like overly obsessed, but a little bit obsessed. I checked almost every day because I really wanted to know when these were going to come out or if I could pre-order them. I did not pre-order them, I just bought them, as I said, on Buyee, on, I think it was Mercari, because they had a coupon for these. Anyway, Draluc. So he's got a detailed on the tummy, screen printed buttons and all details on his lapels there. Again, Sega's information on the bum. When I saw that these figures also had tails, not just catties, they had tails as well, I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cute. I absolutely love how they've used Draluc's hair just to make the cat ears. It blends in so well. I love these figures so much. And they're doing the little cat loaf pose, and I just love these figures so much. As I said, my Draluc has a tiny little like speck there in the middle of his forehead, so let's see if we can remove that with some alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Let's just unscrew my little jar I've got here. Got a Q-tip, and just dab a little bit of alcohol, a bit on there. Not much, just a tiny bit. Probably put the lid back on in case I spill it everywhere. And let's see if we can just dab, 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 and rub. There we go. All gone. So you can often fix paint smudges like that, or little dirt specks, by just getting a little tiny bit of alcohol on a Q-tip, rubbing it on, and just gently wiping it off. So that's Draluc all fixed. I should probably make some B-roll and start giving you some thoughts. So as I said, I was really excited for these figures to release, and I saw when they went up on MFC, I was so excited, and I waited months for any kind of update, and then finally it was like, they're gonna release in January of 2023. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to pre-order them, and then there was no pre-order because they're not obscure prize figures. I mean, getting made for this line I think means that they're quite popular. I hear that the show is very popular in Japan, so yeah, but maybe it's just a little bit more obscure over in the West here. I haven't seen these figures on any of my Western sites, English sites I should say, Dekai Anime. I haven't seen any on there yet. I did order my Draluc Nendroid from Yokaiju, which is a UK site. Anyway. So yes, when these finally were available, the day of release I was like, oh my gosh, does anywhere have them for sale? But of course they're prize figures, so it was very much just wait a few days, and then finally they showed up on Bai via Mercari. So yes, I bought them. And actually my boyfriend gave me the money, so these are technically my Valentine's Day present. Thank you, Bryden. Anyway, let's get into the kind of review type things. So these figures, you do have to keep in mind that they are prize figures, which means that there are some slight defects here and there, like slight little paint wonkiness and just messiness in some areas, slight little tiny scratches or whatever on the figures, little dirt marks. You can usually rub off little dirt marks like I did with the Draluc figure by getting a bit of rubbing alcohol and just gently having a go with a Q-tip. But don't come at me if you mess up your figure doing that, because this is just common knowledge in the figure world of how to clean figures. Anyway, what am I saying? So, I mostly bought Handa because I just, wanted to have the full set, but I have been enjoying his character more recently, and honestly, I really do love his figure here. I'm really surprised with the amount of detail that they put on his underside. I didn't think there was going to be as much detail on his underside or any of the characters' underside, like belly, side, but look at that, that's a lot of detail. It is a little bit messy here and there, but Draluc's is pretty clean and Ronaldo's doesn't have a lot of detail either. So, but thingy there, Handa has a lot of paint that could have gone wrong and maybe did go wrong in a couple of areas, but it's okay, it's the underside, you're not going to see it. And honestly, I'm just really happy that they did take the time to sculpt and paint the underside, which is really nice of them. These are SEGA prize figures, and I do love a SEGA prize figure. My two favourite Mikus in my collection are both SEGA prize figures. I love them. I mean, I only own like 4 Mikus, so anyway, but the point is, I really like SEGA prize figures. I think that they are really good, and I was really happy that these are being manufactured by SEGA, so I was expecting good things and I got good things. I'm really happy that they included John on the Draluc, because you can't have Draluc without John. So his John's paint colour is a little bit darker than the promotional images. Not a bad thing, but also like the paint on his head doesn't quite match his body. It's just a little bit like tint darker. It's just something to note, I guess. But as I said, the prize figures, you don't want to expect like scale figure quality from these things. I am really happy that they did add shading to Ronaldo's hair though. I wasn't expecting that, but I think it's a really good idea that they did. It really brings out the details in his hair. And then Handa and Draluc both have black hair, and they don't tend to shade black on prize figures. And black is difficult to shade. I mean, most of the time you just have to highlight it, painting things anyway. I'm really happy that Handa has a slightly different facial expression as well. He's like got a little grumpy cat face. And all of the characters do have slightly different facial expressions, granted that Ronaldo's and Draluc's are very similar. I will say I do like, you can see a a close-up of John's slightly different coloured head to his body there. I will say I do like that Ronaldo's eyelashes are slightly different, they're not symmetrical, and if they were symmetrical it would have looked a little bit off, but they're not symmetrical, which means they look more natural. Natural, I mean, that's an anime figure. Anyway, what am I saying now? I don't really know. I think I've said pretty much everything, but I don't want to sign off yet. We've got more B-roll. So what else can I say? Well, with the season 2 of the show coming out, I've noticed that there's been more garage kits being added to, MFC. So very exciting. Fingers crossed for a painted scale figure. Mostly fingers crossed for Ronaldo getting an Nendroid to go with Draluc. Please, need it. So yeah, I'm really hoping that we get something like that. I mean, there is Wonder Festival coming up really soon, so we'll have to wait and see what kind of things get announced. So that's really exciting. I'm expecting probably a couple of garage kits for this show anyway. Probably Ronaldo's garage kit from Ichinichia. I unboxed the Draluc's Ichinichia garage kit last week, so you can go and watch that video if you want. Anyway, we've finally reached the end of the B-roll, so I can stop rambling. So thank you so much for watching. Please do not hit the like button, as that probably hurts and it's not very nice, so maybe shake his hand instead. With that being said, I hope to see you in the next one, and bye!